Hello my dear students, this is the time to improve yourself. Winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you are doing better than you've done before. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. With this, let us take up article writing. Now, in today's module, we will deal with article writing. You know that article writing is one of the forms of directed writing, and you have to write the article in 300 words. The marks it contains is 20. Now, first and foremost, what is an article? An article can be a piece of writing describing contemporary social trends, for example, modern fashion trends, or a discussion on some issue of contemporary and social importance, for example, evils of alcohol. Articles are nothing but long compositions intended for publication in a newspaper, magazine or journal. And an article can be discursive or argumentative, or it may be a simple presentation, the writer's viewpoint on a current trend or national or international issue. Since articles are read by unknown people, the writer should aim to attract and retain the reader's attention. Now, your article should answer the 5 W's. And what are they? Who, what, when, where and why. You always have to remember that your article should answer these 5 W's. Now, coming over to the language. The language of an article depends on the intended readers. Your readers may be teenagers, adults, or specialists in a particular field. Yes? So accordingly, your article should be written in that language, which is easy for your readers. The article are, say, informations, or it is a piece of advice, or a suggestion, or your article can be a comparison. Yes, all these types of thing where you give the information, or say a piece of information, you can write that in an article. So, the information should be put forward in an intensifying manner by including amusing anecdotes. And you can have in all 3 types of articles. Your articles can be a formal one, a semi-formal one, or an informal one. One more thing, and it is very important. Please do not use slang language. You should avoid using slang language. And one more thing which you should take care of is, do not use contractions like don't, can't, all these contractions in formal written communication, though they are accepted in verbal communication. Now let me tell you about the format of the article. The first thing is the title. The title is very important in an article. it states the main topic of the article. It must be catchy and it must be shocking. Now, after that, you can write the byline. The byline appears just below the title. Here you can write your name and class if you are writing an article for your school magazine. Then comes introduction. The first paragraph of the article forms the introduction. It clearly defines the topic to be covered. Start the introduction with a sensational sentence. Make it dramatic so that it catches the attention of the readers. Yes, you have to catch the attention of the reader. Now, after that, we come over to the body. In the body, you will write all the important points which you have to write in that article. The points which you have collected should be presented in different paragraphs. Begin each paragraph with a topic sentence. It is the main point of the paragraph. It should be appealing enough to be able to retain the reader's interest. Provide data or an analysis to justify the stand you take. And then we come over to conclusion. This is the ending paragraph of the article with the opinion or recommendation, anticipation or an appeal. So this is the way you will conclude your article. Now, there are some mistakes which you make very often. That is, sometimes you don't use facts. Sometimes your language is too formal. And always remember, write your article in a very easy language so that it is easily understood by the reader. And the very frequent mistake you do often is you don't take care of your punctuations. Please pay attention to your punctuations. It's very, very important. Now, let me give you an example of article writing. Now, this is an example of article writing. Your question is, population explosion is a serious problem globally and especially for a developing country like India. Write an article on how to keep a check on population. Points to be included are enormous population, poverty, social problem, spread of education, employment. Now, first and foremost, you will write the title. And your title here is How to Keep a Check on Population. Now, the introduction. India is a developing country. Despite being economically strong, a large majority of its population is in abject poverty. One important cause of this is our enormous population. Population of India is quite large and increasing rapidly. Overpopulation is one of the major problems India is facing today. Hence, effective population control measures is what we need now. This will help us in our journey towards progress and prosperity. Now comes the body of the article. Population explosion is a social problem and its causes are deeply rooted in the society. It is posing a serious threat to the very existence of Indians. Ignorance, unhygienic living and illiteracy are the main causes of population problem in India. So efforts must be made to remove these social evils in the country. To curb population explosion, the government must encourage people to be aware of and practice various family planning methods. As fertility depends on the age of marriage, early marriages should be discouraged. In India, the minimum age for marriage is 21 years for men and 18 years for women as fixed by law. This law should be firmly implemented. Laws should be in place to check polygamy. The infant mortality rate should be reduced to a level such that people are encouraged to have small families. The spread of education changes the outlook of people. Educated people prefer to delay marriage and adopt small family norms. Hence, the government must ensure that everyone in the country gets access to quality education. The first and foremost measure is to raise the employment avenues in rural as well as urban areas by industrialization. When people are gainfully employed, their standard of living increases. This acts as a check on population growth. Now your conclusion. All said and done, mere laws will not be able to solve this problem unless people become aware of the future consequences if they do not act now. They need to understand that overpopulation is not a divine blessing but a demonic curse, and that poverty cannot be eliminated unless there is a decline in the population growth rate. Now, are you ready for your assignment? Yes? So your today's assignment is write an article on the event to be published in your school magazine. And points to be included are name of the event, importance of the event, participation of the students, performances, enriching experience. These are the points which you have to amplify in your article. Yes, hope you will enjoy writing the article. Now, be happy and make people around you happy. Because optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. So be happy, be safe,